1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Willis going to look to throw first play. That's complete to Traylon Burks. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Right there.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Titans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind is certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
19 Lions.
From just shy of midfield, Willis. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Trap 50, trap 50.
2nd and 5 now. Willis. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 18 Rebels, 18.
Willis will look to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The 4th down, Willis is off, and Randy Bullock is on now for the Titans field goal. From the right hash, that's a 31-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
What now?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Oh, he pulls over him. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. look to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Titans' 12-yard line.
Second down at 4. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Here's Jacobs. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with career touchdown number 75. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
1st and 10, Willis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Willis. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To the air on first down. Here's Willis. He completes it to Beckham. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are back within a score. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Carr. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Carr, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. Touchdown Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, 29 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that
trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
What now?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A first down for Devontae Adams in his first season with the Las Vegas Raiders. Over the previous 2 years in Green Bay, he led the NFL in receptions and touchdowns, and he's building off of a 123-catch, 1,500-yard season. Now, of course, in Raiders black and silver instead of Packers green and gold.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again on second down. Carr. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Carr going to throw. Dancing to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Titans 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is knocked away and incomplete, but I think it was a free play. Let's check the call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Let's go now.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
They go play action with Willis.
Steps away. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Last play of the half, Willis.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
29.
From the gun, it's Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, here's Willis. He finds his target, Beckham. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1st and 10, it's Willis. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Willis now off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Max Crosby is really starting to get his due around the league as one of the best young pass rushers in the game. 25 sacks in his first 3 seasons.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Play fake. Here's Willis. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Murray. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. I'm looking down from our booth. You can tell this crowd wants them to go for it right now.
And believe me, he knows it. And he's weighing that through his head right now.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Malik Willis with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. To throw is Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Titans 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. It's caught by Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Go, Reed. Go.
Now Willis on the bootleg. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Come on, come on.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Right back to the air with Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another.
On first down, Willis. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On the jump.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And right side, Henry's got it. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Furl, that got in there to bring him down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Traylon Burks with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Willis will try and throw for this. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Play action. Now it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And that's good for a Vegas first down.
What now?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 159 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force.
Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Check. 79 Broncos.
One final try here for Willis. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Las Vegas, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back.